Hello and welcome. I'm Oli-Versus. Tonight we're going to be analyzing my rank up with Reina in Tekken 8 from Calvary to Garyu. First match we're going to talk about and look at is the actual promotion match from Calvary to Warrior, which is a very important matchup or rank, should I say, because once you actually hit Warrior, that's where you can start losing points. A lot of the ranked is a breeze until you get to Warrior because when you lose, you will lose points and you can lose rank as you go. We've got a round from an assailant match after just to kind of show you how assailant gets a little bit tougher. We've got the assailant promotional match and we've got a few matches along the way as we go. And I'm going to be showing you some of the things where I was kind of making mistakes, some of the things I learned incorporated in my gameplay as we went through. So let's get started first with this promotional match. Like I said, going to Warrior. So in this match, we're faced up against Azucena, who can be quite tricky, but this one really wasn't tough, wasn't doing a lot of the things you'll see in the higher ranks with Azucena. You'll notice in these lower ranks, I'm kind of spamming this these certain kick moves, this mid kick and this cartwheel kicky thing, trying to engage my heat and actually do chip damage because I really wasn't understanding fully how the heat gauge and heater worked with your move set and the things that you could do with it. So you'll notice I'm kind of trying to find my places where I can get openings. I haven't really done a whole bunch of training or matches before getting into ranked. I just kind of went in there with what I already knew from playing with Reina along the way. I knew that, a few things would be counters like that move that I just did. Locked her up with my legs. And I was just kind of really trying everything with Reina at this point. And knowing that I could get some openings with things like that right there at the end of that round. A lot of the matchups in this area was pretty evenly matched, but it was more or less because I'm just not holding block through combos like that when you just seen. And, I'm trying to figure out my wake up stuff. And I'm also doing a lot of spamming of that particular move, trying to engage my heat meter, which I started noticing as I got higher in the ranks that is not a good idea, especially with more educated opponents. But you can see I just kind of keep spamming this same kind of combo. I'm not really using my wave dash at all, and I don't have any type of low attack game for the most part. I'm just kind of trying to find openings, and I'm just kind of winning purely off of instinct for real. I try to bait the opponent in for this, but I miss, and that gives it a round really because everything else is just whiffs from me, and then she just takes it with a mix-up, hits me with the low little ankle biter and gets me out of there on that one. Now I saw it evened up, so I got to really stick in there, and I don't want to lose in the promotion match. So one thing I try to notice with the promotion match, you see I did that low parry there, is in every round I try to learn what the opponent may do and utilize that in the later round. Unfortunately, we had to go all the way to the last round for this one, but we hang in there. We got the low block. They doubled up on the low kick, and we know that they're still going to try to come with the low, but we ain't trying to get caught up in a mix-up where the low high. So we're just making sure that we're safe on the mids. Now I did block this rage art, but I wouldn't end the round like this at all now. Like I would just grab and get it over with at this point. Luckily I was able to stick in there, get some good defense, get a duck, get a low hit, and get her out of there. Warrior rank was alright. We got through Warrior rank pretty easily. Most of my Warrior rank fights was just like this one here. It's pretty much 30 in them, you know what I'm saying? And it would look like it would get close, but we would do just what you're gonna see at the end of this match here. Like I said, it really looked like they was gonna get close to maybe getting around a lot of the time in the warrior level, but I was really running through a lot of my opponents. At this point, I had studied up a little bit more. I was a little bit more educated on what I was trying to do or what I wanted to do, but I still wasn't incorporating lows, and I still wasn't utilizing my rage arts. I wasn't utilizing none of that stuff, and I'm still like kind of like not, but that's how most of my matches went in warrior. So now we're in assailant. We actually had leveled up to assailant, and we got a Dragunov match going here. You can see it's close. Both of us got 2 rounds. This is for the win right here. And he starts doing a lot of grabs on wake ups. If you watch, he grabs, then he'll grab on wake up again. So I'm just collecting data. You know what I'm saying? Like with rank up matches, I look at every round like it's a match. So I'm collecting data every round. You seen on the top floor, he was hitting me with those wake up grabs. So we want to try to get him with as much power as we can. He tries to grab. We know he's going to do that. He tries to grab again. We're just taking the grabs, and we hit him with a grab if I want to get him out of here. And Assailant was pretty much just like that. This is the rank up game to get out of Assailant. And pretty much, again, 2-2 against Lars. Lars can be tricky because Lars got a lot of safe moves, and he also has got a lot of like mix-up moves. This Lars wasn't utilizing his mix-up very well, but he was trying to grab, and he got the grabs off quite a few times. I really had to stick in there on this one. I was trying to bait him on my kick again, and I actually got him right there. We're gonna hit him with some chip damage, and we find, like I said before, at this level, a lot of people are letting go of block after that 3rd hit. So you see I hit him with the chip, and on that 3rd hit, he missed the block. I took it low, and he was out of there. Ranked up the Dominator. Fairly simple. Like, we went through the yellow ranks really quick. I ain't gonna lie to you. Really went through the yellow ranks quick. So this is the Dominator promotion chance to go to the next level. And it's against King, which is one of my worst matchups. I ain't even gonna lie to you. A good King can really give me the blues, because I'll tell you what, getting caught up in one of those multi-grabs, if you don't break it immediately like that, you're gonna be out of there. And I think I kind of was discouraging this King because I broke one grab, I broke another grab, and if you pay attention, you'll see me do a lot of blocking. He'll go for a grab. Well, I caught him with the wrap up there. That should have ended him, but when they're in rage art, they get a little grace when they're in rage. You gotta be remembering that. But you see I found the low. I found the low attack. I found another. You see I'm incorporating lows more now, which was something I wasn't doing at the earlier stage. I was just winning off of sheer force for real, and like knowledge of the blocks and stuff like that. But I'm adding lows, trying to get some mix-ups going, but I'm still kind of doing that mid a little bit too much at this stage and not catching them. Still adding lows as I could get them, trying to get a grab in. He takes the grab, you know, and he gets me with a nice little punish. 1-2 combination is always going to be a nice frame advantage on those jab moves and stuff like that. So I actually got a launcher, but I missed the next one. So I dropped my combo on that, which was something that I was trying to incorporate more, was why I even went for the launcher at that point, because I was trying to incorporate the juggles more. I've got a couple things in my bag at this point, but I'm really trying to find my placement for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned some combos, but I'm trying to find my place for him. And I know he's king, so I'm trying to grab before he grabs me. Actually, it's looking pretty ugly at this point, but again, I'm collecting data on the things that he's gonna do. I kind of knew that I could get that off easy. I know he's been breaking grabs. I'm gonna double up with that for the chip damage, and then he starts actually being able to grab, and I can't take the grab. He hits me with a low, but I block the grab again, and we hit him with the double up on the tornado move. Our heat gauge is gone at this point. He hits me with another grab, but he's not doing multi-grabs. So those grabs, I mean, like, you know, I don't want it to happen, but I'm not too concerned about it. Go back to the low, something I did in the first round, and I hit him with another one to be cheap and get him up out of there because he hasn't been protecting that well. And I'm not doing a lot of wave dash into my low spin tornado kick thing, you know? So got a couple lows off right there. We try to go for another one, but he hits us with quick 1-2s. Gonna just kind of be patient. We know we got to play defense. We finally got us a grab in. He wasn't able to take. We back off, but we didn't appropriately execute that. We got him up in the air off a juggle. We're gonna utilize this and just go ahead and use it while you got it. We don't want to waste it. We don't want to chance it. We want to put him in a position where he's gonna be on the fence. He runs up like we expected off the bait, and we catch him with another low to get him up out of there. And it's fancy too because we caught him on the counter, broke him up real nice, and we made it the Vanquisher with a convincing win, if you will. It was quite a challenge though. So here's the promotion match to get out of Vanquisher, and we're going against June. June has been actually a tough matchup for me in this game, but luckily I got a June that was not tough at this point. Now, Vanquisher was not very bad for me. Like, I was really thinking like at this level I got it in the bag, but I kind of like, you know, there was a point where that thought process made me a little bit cocky and I started losing. But we got out of Vanquisher and we stayed out of Vanquisher pretty convincingly. Ranked is a grind, so what we're seeing is highlights right now. Don't get me wrong. There was a point where I really had to grind and I had got way up to Eliminator and got all the way back to Vanquisher. So this is kind of what y'all seeing is me climbing back out of Vanquisher to get to Eliminator. Like I said, this June, she hit me with something that surprised me on that move. I had never seen it again. But you can see I'm incorporating more moves, trying to get the wave dash in there more low little jab just to keep her off of me. More lows, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep her at bay, adding in the shield move more, even though we know it'll take damage. And we got that quick mid to get up out of there off the wave dash. So immediately in with a shielded move, just to test the waters on what she gonna do. And I'm just gonna pretty much like bash her on the shielded moves this whole time. Hit her with the double up, shield again. I don't even care. I'm up in energy, I don't care. Now, when she hit me with this kind of made me think she was gonna take me out. I thought she was gonna really bring it back with this. And she had an opportunity, but she just didn't do it. We stuck in there, put the defense down. Got me with the low, but we got up on attack. Good defense on wake up. Make sure you block on wake up, especially in the most critical times. Make sure you block on wake up. Don't try to grab, don't try to hit, just block on wake up. Like if you have to position, do that, but block on wake up. Here we got another promotion match. This is for me to go from Destroyer, and we're facing the Reina. Now, in this first round, I ain't gonna lie to you, this Reina kind of, I thought with that grab tech, I thought she was gonna kind of do some things, but I was also being patient. I know the combos, you know, I play with Reina, but when she hit me with this, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be something. But I looked over at the health gauge and I was like, man, I ain't done that much, and she did a lot right there and did nothing. So I'm just gonna stick to the plan, not trying to get caught up in launching the character. Given what they take is what I was learning more as I went, was like heavier on the defense, and given what they take, be patient on the combos. Like, let them finish out the whole 3-4 hit string. You got to realize most combos, they're only going to do like 3 or 4 hits, and the more hits they do, the more of a frame disadvantage that they're going to be at. You can see the spacing of how I'm backing off and doing the aerial kick. She got me with that one. And then again, hit me with the combo, and that really was like, oh man, she going to do something. But some people were relying on those combos to get through the match, and I'm just giving what they take. You know, again, like you see me back up and attack again immediately. Now, I'm not incorporating my 4-4-2 But you see, I incorporated there because I'm thinking to myself, I haven't done that yet, and that's one of the things too. You don't want to throw everything at them in the first round, but again, I just been analyzing data. She's been weak on the overhead aerial. I haven't got that off all game. I said I'm gonna throw that. She ain't synced that, and just the defense got all the way horrible as the rounds progressed in that one. I really thought that was gonna be a tougher matchup than it was. But once we got into Eliminator, that's when things really got rough. Eliminator I was going back and forth from Destroyer to Eliminator, Destroyer to Eliminator. It got really tough in there. Also, had a lot of people who was plugging. Like, I was going on streaks, but people was plugging. So here we are for the promotion match to actually get out Eliminator to Garyu. We're going up against the Law, which is one of my worst matchups. But he doesn't go for the low sweep kick that launches you to the flip kick. You know, the combo that he does. It's easy damage. That's just a tricky thing. But he wasn't going for that at all. He's really keeping everything at the mid level if you watch all the combos. So I'm just being patient on defense, like I said. Really trying to be patient as I can on defense. And trying to take my opportunities where I can. I noticed that he's letting me get in with that, so I'm going to take it. And instead of burning that up, I figured I'll just kind of try to be opportunistic and get it out chip damage. I know I got him in disadvantage there, but then you see I go for the heat. Move twice back to back. He read it and he caught me for that round. So it's really a round that I shouldn't have lost, but you know, I'm taking in data as I go. I knew right off the bat he was going to try to do a long drawn out move, so I just did a good jump kick to launch him and got a quick combo. He's already at like 75% health gone, you know what I'm saying? So we just like playing defense here. We just know we got to play defense. Take it to the low. We ain't been doing that. Hit him with another mix-up. Low while he's on the ground. Another low while he's on the ground, because it's easy money, so why not? Now this one we did slip up, but we still, same type of things. Being patient, but he was being patient too on defense. You can see he's catching a lot of stuff that he won before, but he did catch that to the mouth. And then he's getting those two. I bring it to the mid after that one, because we got to switch it up. Even though I think I was pretty confident that he would have not blocked the low. He got me with a good juggle. He tried to catch me on that, but he missed. I had my opportunity and missed my combo. A good combo and a bounce. I hit the Rage Art and he's out of here. But he actually tied it up 2-2 with that one. And we got to give him his props on that. It was a nice setup. We caught him again off we missed the overheads, but we catch him with the mid every time. Sneak in for the low. We only got one of the lows, and he's really attacking, kind of trying to get us on the fence here. But we just being patient on defense. We know he's at a disadvantage, so we do the good grab there. We're gonna hold him, do another grab here, take a chance, and he was at a disadvantage because he went for a crazy move. He went for a crazy move there, so we caught him coming down, and then we just went for the low to take him out. And that looked like it was really easy to get there, but trust me, it was not. It was a lot of taking and looking at my replays and looking at the things that I'm doing wrong, figuring out some punishes, which I still am not the greatest at punishing. Punishing on this game is very finite, and it is a very particular thing. So punishing is something that you're going to have to take time to learn on here for real. But more than anything, just my defense and spacing. You can see how I'm being a lot more patient towards the later rounds than I was at the beginning rounds. At the beginning rounds, it was just like I didn't have no lows. I was trying to push everything in the mids. I was engaging my heat early. I was trying to maximize chip damage, but I noticed that that really isn't efficient for what I'm trying to do. So, like I said, I'm not the best at the game, but if you look at the ranks, if you look at the red ranks, once you get to this rank, there's 30 ranks in the game. Once you get to this rank, this is rank 15. You are halfway through the ranking system. So if you can get here, you can get further, I feel like, and you're moderately decent. We're pretty decent at the game, I feel like. You know, don't get me wrong. There's people that's way ahead of us. There may be people in your friends group that's ahead of you. But I feel like if you could get to this is hope. And you can get there by just being more patient, learning more of what your tool set does for you, and learning how to mix it up in ways that works for you. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can know when I go live with more content. And until the next time, y'all, peace. Thanks for watching.